Ladies and gentlemen, we are live.
Okay, great. So hi everybody, I'm Laurie. This is Michael Gibson, my partner, and today we're on Facebook Live with two of our dear friends, ScottieO and Melanie McClure. And you'll find out how to reach them in the comments below. And we want to talk to you, Scottie and Melanie. Well, maybe you want to say a little something to let people know who you are in the world of Tantra, sacred sexuality, the things we all delve in.
Well, my name is Melanie McClure, and we're with Ecstatic Hearts. And we really enjoy teaching Tantra and teaching embodiment, sacred sexuality, personal development, and tantric techniques for transformation.
Yeah, we've been happily married now for 12 years, and gosh, I think I've been doing Tantra for 25, and we've been teaching full-time for about 6 years, and we love it. It's like, it's life-changing stuff, and we highly recommend you guys check this out. Not with us, somebody, but Tantra.
Well, I recommend you, because
and people will know that that's why we hang out, because of everything that you just said. Because they know us for that too.
Well, you know what? Let's take a walk down memory lane real quick, because we met these two at the Tantra Festival in Austin,
Texas. That's where you met them.
Well, that's where I met them.
I met them long before that.
Well, you know, she knows everybody. Laurie knows everybody. So when I meet people, it's usually after she's already met them. But I had the privilege of meeting you two at the Tantra Festival in Austin that you hosted last year, right? And it was an amazing experience. You coordinated this and organized it, and along with Eugene Hedlund, and it was a screaming success in a beautiful mansion in downtown Austin, Texas. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
And we got to meet you, and we got to hang with you. We got to spend time with you. It was really, really a fun experience. And then fast forward a little bit more, we got to spend some time with you one-on-one, and that was really a pleasure as well. And so we got to know you a little bit better, and some of your animals, and we got to play with you a little bit. It was really great. So really excited to be able to share you with our viewership and our audience, and to have them experience you the way we experience you, which is always just a blessing and loving. So welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's an honor to be here, and we really appreciate you hosting us on your show.
That's great. So I'm going to ask you, like, what are some of the key prosperity principles that you recommend to people? You know, without teaching the course. Don't teach the course right now, but what?
And I could go on this for a while, because I've got like 20 of them. But the core ones that we're kind of summarizing this all up into is faith, focus, feeling, and follow through. So it's easy to remember. So faith, focus, feeling, and follow through. And what I mean by faith is like belief. It's so important to believe that's what's possible, because if you believe something is possible or it's not, then it's going to be true. And so your mindset and mindfulness and so forth is really important. That's what focus is about too. It's like really getting clear with intention on what you want to manifest. And then feeling is like, that's a big topic, but basically, you know, in Tantra, we believe in feeling all your feelings. And the more emotional you can get excited around what you want to manifest, the more you can actually tap into your feelings. That's the fuel that helps manifest it. And then follow through is like taking action, you know, a right action that's well thought out, or at least that you're in the flow. And there's a lot of principles that go into that, but it's a simple formula to manifest what you want in your life. And I think it's going to be really exciting.
I love it. So it's faith, focus, feelings, and follow through.
That's it. Yep.
I love it. I love it.
Now, give me a second. I'm going to go ahead and plug this microphone in. Let me know if you can still hear us.
You can still hear you. You're a little fuzzier than Laurie for some reason.
Do you now?
Yeah,
That's
now
better.
we hear you better.
That much better? Okay, great.
Yeah.
There you go.
It helps. It helps to be focused on being able to hear.
Right.
All right, so that's great. I love that. And you know, how can so many people ask us this, and I know they ask you this, how can sexual energy be focused on manifestation or on prosperity, so to speak?
Well, we like to call it sex magic. that's when you're utilizing an intention and you're supercharging it with your sexual energy. And there are specific rituals that you can use and that we teach and practice really as part of our daily practice that help to provide the framework to put that intention and to power it up with energy. And it doesn't even need to involve actual sex. It could be something you do on your own that's non-sexual, but getting the sexual energy moving through your body and like blasting through that intent, powering up that intention. And it can totally involve sex. And you can make love all night long for a super powered, super orgasmic intention that's sent out to the world. And we love doing that practice, and it has been very fruitful for us many, many times.
Yeah. And, it might sound a little woo-woo, like sex magic and so forth, but if you watch The Secret or listen to the Law of Attraction and whatnot, it's really simple. It's like when you focus on something, but you get excited and tap into your emotions about it, you're more quickly going to realize it. So when you tap into your sexual energy, which is like one of people's most powerful untapped resources, then it'll just manifest things quicker. And it seems like magic because miracles happen when you start.
Yeah, true. Can you give, a lot of times people ask me this, so I'm asking you this. Can you give some examples of things that you've manifested based on sex magic, or things that people could even think of, like when people say, what am I going to use my sexual energy about? Like, what are some things people can use it on, so it doesn't just look like money signs, but it looks like other things?
Right. Well, we've certainly used it I've used it to manifest jobs in the past, to like double or triple my income before.
Trips around the world?
Trips around the world. Free trips around the world. Paid trips around the world. Things like that.
Yeah, and
kittens, puppies, those are some of my favorites.
and mainly happiness. I think people underestimate this, that joy comes from within, not necessarily from without. Yeah. So it doesn't really matter how much stuff you have. It's like, so, we're supercharging our happiness and our bliss and our excitement and passion all the time. And I got to say, our love life and just my experience of love, my experience of divine, my enjoyment of life just gets better and better and better, like about every month. It's like, and it's been that way for like 12 years. And it's I'm living a life that I didn't even think was possible. It really can be heaven on earth. And so that's what you have. That's what you can manifest.
We've also used it to manifest good health. So there's been times in which we've like been down health wise, and then we're like, all right, we're doing this ritual for good health, and the next day we're healthy and no looking back.
Yeah, you think staying up all night having sex would wear you out, but it's sometimes
a little bit tired is okay, but healthy.
Well, we know that sex produces oxytocin, and when your oxytocin is up, your cortisol and your adrenaline is down, and cortisol and adrenaline add to illness, and oxytocin adds to healing. So we know that, and so we're telling our listeners that too. Let's talk about what are the weaknesses, or I laugh at the laws of attraction, the things that they taught, but I want to hear your take on it. Why are the laws of attraction not so effective as what we were just talking about?
Yeah. So, I think the laws of attraction, like talking about The Secret and so forth, about focusing on something, powering it with your emotions, does work, but it goes back to what I was saying before. The weakness that I see in a lot of stuff is that they say, just sit in a corner and meditate about what you want, and sometimes they miss the action part, or the inspiration part. But even more important than that is they rarely talk about the internal healing. See, most of us, as you guys know, have like stories and programming from when we're kids, and the best way to attract what we want is getting rid of the negative stories that are still lodged in our subconscious. It's about healing. So if I can find myself from my happiness from within, if I can clear out any of the old baggage and blocks, then I'm naturally going to attract more of everything, of relationships, wealth, health, success. So one of the things we really do is we focus on how can you do self-healing? How can you get out of your own way, clear any of the stuff that's in your background that's preventing you from accessing or just receiving all the abundance that's around us all the time.
Yeah.
And so that's a big focus that traditional secret doesn't usually cover.
Right. And I feel like they left sex when they wrote the book, The Secret. They didn't tell the real secret. To me, the real secret was you use sexual energy
to sure.
manifest, because sexual energy is the energy of creation. And they just left that. That's the secret. And right out of the secret.
That's Tantra, maybe. You know, it's so much more than that. But yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we teach, as do you, that, you know, Tantra is about, you know, breath, sound, and movement. And the resonation of sound really has something to do with it, but also the resonation of our energy, of especially when it comes to pleasure and, you know, ecstasy. That is a resonation in and of itself. And I think that adds to the ability to attract something into your life.
Absolutely.
It up levels everything. So I've got one question for you. So what are other ways that that Tantra techniques can be used for prosperity?
Okay, so we talked about tap into your sexual energy, right? We talked about healing. We talked about a lot of things, but all other things that Tantra is a wide variety of things. You talked about breath, like even tapping into your breath. You can do things like calm yourself when you're nervous. You can excite yourself when, you know, you're feeling down. You know, sound, self-expression. Like, we really teach people to be fully self-expressed. And by being bold in the world and going after your dreams is so much more effective than just kind of sitting in a corner and waiting for stuff to happen. You know, we're teaching you how to activate your body to tap into and awaken your energy on cue. It doesn't have to always involve sex. You can just do it through, you know, some breathing and meditation and so forth. Mindfulness is a big part of it, like, you know, using witness consciousness, where you can actually see what stories are running you, or, you know, to communicate better. You know, we also teach how to improve your communication, which you guys are great at. And, you know, in relationships, but if you're better at relating and connecting with people, you know, matching your breath and connection and so forth, you can actually do better business, and you can be more successful in deals, you know.
And one of the other key things with tantric practices for manifestation is just getting centered and grounded and getting really clear with what you want.
Yeah, clear.
And being able to visualize clearly what it is you desire and where you want to go. And being able to just tap into listening to source, to listening to God, to letting that source energy and inspiration move through you.
Yeah, one of the things that's been happening in COVID for me personally is that, frankly, one of the things I like about Tantra is that I'm somewhat lazy, and I can practice sex over and over again, and that doesn't bother me. But like meditating about, you know, something silent or breath or whatever for a long period of time wasn't something that really excited me. But I've been learning how to do that during COVID, and like really tapping into my emotions. And what's great about it is that through getting clear on what I want, like just slowing down instead of just running in a circle and like, you know, going and, you know, tapping my masculine energy. I'm learning how to receive. I'm learning how to take that one right action that's in the flow that the universe wants me to do, that I'm like feel inspired to do, that I'm excited about doing, and it makes a big difference. And so I feel I'm more productive with a lot less work than I was doing before. So that also helps.
That's awesome. I love that.
I love your energy. I just love it. And here's the great thing, like, you could have called this a lot of different things. And, you know, it could have been called a workshop, but it's not. It's a Prosperity Playshop. So I'm kind of thinking that there's a reason for that. And so prosperity, what are we going to get? Prosperity.
So it's going to be an interactive, really fun online experience on Sunday, the 16th of August, in a couple of weeks, from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. We'll take a break for lunch, but it's going to be very much an interactive. Central Standard Time. But it's going to be interactive. So you're going to be doing breath and movement and sound and fun activities that you can take into your life. There's also going to be some videos. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a playful experience where people are going to learn real skills. They're going to help them manifest what they really want in their lives in a really powerful way.
That's really, really good. Especially now. It's really, really
good.
Especially now. People feel helpless and hopeless, and this is really good. All right, so August 16th, Central Time, 10 to 7, you said.
Yep, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Okay, and where should they go to sign up? Of course, we'll put that in the comments, but.
Yeah, there should be a link down at the bottom here. I think Irie's doing it, but also you go to Ecstatic Hearts, which is our general website. It's ECSTATICHEARTS, ecstatichearts.com. Or, just click the link and you can find it in the online trainings. I think there's even like a.
All right, they can use code Laurie.
Yeah.
They use code Laurie. That's the way that you know that they came from us. And then they're going to be admitted into this at no cost. This is like they're going to use the code and they're going to come in from our list, which is really, it's super generous, especially.
Yeah, this is a workshop that's like $495, and you can still do that if you want the VIP package. But because we love you and you guys are great, and we want to build more relationships with you, any of your people who can come for free.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you so
much. That is so sweet.
We'll be there. We're going to see you.
Yeah, we'll be
awesome.
we'll be.
Great. We already have quite a few people signed up. We probably have 100 people or something. So
very excited. Wow.
That's awesome. Okay, did we leave anything out? Is there anything else we need to tell people?
I don't think so. I think that's it. Just check it out. Do sign up so we can get you on the list. We love you guys, and we're excited to see you and play together some more. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can't wait to get out of here and go somewhere. We want to come to Austin.
Yes.
All right. So, all right. Love you. Thank you so much. Thanks for doing this.